Hi everyone, coming from you for my final assignment, Life on My Porch, featuring the state of Maine flag. Cool. So the trend that I have selected for this assignment is anonymity. And it's a great trend. And anonymity is relevant in the library for many reasons, especially with the changing and developing technology that we're seeing worldwide. Anonymity in the library is important for patrons and, in my opinion, equally important for school-age children. There are benefits and drawbacks to having anonymity checkouts in the library, and of course, having the ability to be online in an anonymous fashion. I personally believe that online anonymity functions specifically are currently the most dangerous and harmful to the patrons of the library and the general public. When it comes to the internet, many people choose to go on sites that make it easy to know who you are and what you post, which in turn makes it easy to know one's thoughts and opinions, especially if someone is posting those kinds of things on the regular. These are sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even your Gmail account. Those platforms that promote anonymous postings essentially do the same exact thing, but we don't know who the poster is. We see this on platforms like Reddit or even an app called After School. Now, these apps can be used in a respectful manner, and there are, of course, individuals who don't abuse the anonymity that they are given, but not everyone is like that, unfortunately, and that means that some will use anonymous features and hide behind screen names so that they can harass whoever they really want without really fear of being found out. When it comes to anonymity in the library, however, I believe it's really important to grant that right to our patrons. I've been in a lot of discussions where some people think that a parent should have absolute rule over their child and to be able to see every single thing that their child checks out from the library if they go to the librarian and ask. My thought on this is really simple. If your child is old enough to come to the library by themselves, then you really have no business looking at what they've checked out if they don't want you to see it. If your child is too young to go by themselves and they need a parent supervision, then the odds are extremely high that as a parent you're going to see exactly what your child is checking out anyway. So it's in my really personal opinion that the same right of privacy and anonymity during checkouts in the library be granted to anybody no matter what age. In terms of being a school librarian, which is my current career path that I really feel passionate about, and I'm really excited to get started on that career, I think that anonymity can again be both really dangerous and really productive. School library teachers work with grades K through 12, which means that there's a lot of space for both good and bad to happen. High school library teachers and even middle school librarians need to make sure that the school technology is being used in a respectful manner, which means doing everything that they can to best monitor those anonymous websites or block them to make sure that students aren't bullying other students, which has become a real problem when it comes to posting online. Having the opportunity to remain anonymous is important for younger grades too, especially because the risk of bullying online is much smaller in K through 5 than it is for grades 6 through 12. And on top of that, teachers in a school, which includes library teachers, are all mandated reporters, which means that if a student is checking out books or asking questions that may cause harm to themselves or others, that adult is responsible to bring it to the attention of a parent or a guardian or somebody who can help them to make sure that all the students in the school are safe and in really good care. A huge benefit of having something like a school-sanctioned anonymous forum is that students can discuss and ask questions that they might be really shy and uncomfortable about. A great example of this is in the 5th, 8th, and 10th grades when they're learning about puberty, sex, and pregnancy prevention. It's a really awkward place for students, especially in the 5th grade. And, they still really need an opportunity to ask the questions that they need to ask because, they need to learn, and the school is the best place to teach them about that kind of stuff. Having a forum that's created by the school for this exact issue would most likely encourage the students to ask the questions that they really, really want to ask without fear of being judged by their peers. Now, of course, this is going to lead to, silliness, especially with high schoolers. It always does, but that's okay. That's part of it. But anyway, that's my presentation on anonymity. I really enjoyed the class this semester. I hope everybody else did. Thank you so much for watching my final presentation. I hope everyone has a good summer.